So welcome in Stockport fans, welcome in Wrexham fans, worldwide Wrexham, and if there's worldwide Stockport, you guys as well, even a neutral fan. Massive game coming up between these two. The Hatters taking on the Red Dragons. 6th place Stockport, welcome in 3rd place Wrexham. And I tell you this, prediction, if both of these two teams keep this form and stay in the top 6 till at least, let's say, the back end of January, then you say to yourselves, promotion could be had. And remembering what happened last year between these two teams, bossing League 2, now they're bossing League 1. Well, that's pretty damn impressive. Let's face it, Dave Challoner, Phil Parkinson bringing on two top teams, yeah. And both these guys have been around since 2021. Challoner since November 2021, Parkinson since July 2021. I tell you what, my friend, this will be an inspirational game for either team that wins. It's going to be a big one. It's going to be a tough one. And I got to tell you, Wrexham's road form recently, well, I tell you this, we'll get into that right soon. But hey, let's get it off the ground. Welcome in. Take a look at the menu. Straight after that, we're going to go to the club news. Welcome in, my friend. Pay for your ticket, like and subscribe. Welcome. So there you go. Now you know where we're going. Let's get into the first phase club news. We've got a lot to get through. And I tell you what, there's a black eye coming for somebody. You'll get to know what it is once you see it, yeah? Highlights coming, lots more coming, prediction coming. But take a look at the club news. Wrexham, and I tell you now, Stockport fans, there's news coming about your club too. Stick around. And I've got a funny story coming from last weekend's Canadian Premier League Cup final I attended. I'll show you what I did on the bus to get a busload of strangers up and at it. Let's have it, ready for a game. You'll see that too. I can make you get ready for a game because I'm all about passion and I love this game. Come to me with a game, you'll go bananas because you'll have too much fun. Club news right now. So please remember, guys, if you can, like and subscribe, join the family and help us get to 2,000 subscribers before the new year. Now, looking into club news, we've got some club news coming your way. First of all, Rob Layton. Oh, hey, Rob played against Port Vale midweek and make that 50 competitive matches for Rob for Wrexham. Outstanding, outstanding. More club news, and this is an update on the injuries. Take a read, take a look, but Boyle and Bolton out for 4 to 5 weeks. Arthur Okonkwo has a broken wrist. That's not good, right? But we've got two great keepers. Don't worry, the goalkeepers will back it up, no problem. Georgie Evans is making progress. James Jones is still a couple of weeks away. Stevie Fletcher has had another setback, and that was in training, apparently. He's seen a specialist, and as you know, Jack Marriott. It's going to take some time. That's the club news. Let's move along. So the injuries are not too bad, eh? I tell you what, it could be worse, and we've still got a squad to get us through, Wrexham fans. Let's be honest. I mean, don't worry about it. You're going to get injuries. It's part of the game. Suspensions too, yeah? And hey, big up to Rob Layton. 50 competitive games. Between Rob and Callum, well, hey, who's your choice for keeper in the net? Would it be Rob? Or would it be the younger man, Callum? Let me know what you're thinking, but all I'm saying is Wrexham has decent goalkeeping to back up the loss of Arthur Okonkwo. Yes, Arthur with the broken wrist. Pretty sad, yeah? Last year, has to wear the skull cap to protect his noggin. Now he's got a broken wrist. Unfortunate, unfortunate, unfortunate. But let's take a look at the top 6 and the games coming this weekend. Come with me. Let's go have a look at it right now. And as we go through the pre-game, remember, guys, please like and subscribe and help this channel. We want to reach 2,000 subscribers before the new year. Now, this week's schedule looks a little bit different. There's been a few postponements. I'm going to keep you informed right now. Before we get into the 5 games that are on, there's been 5 games called off. Those called off have got the PP. That means postponed. Birmingham, Cambridge, Charlton, Leighton, and Wycombe Wanderers in first. All the games have been called off. So, looking at the games that are still on, Lincoln City in 5th, travel to Exeter City. Tough place to go. Lincoln might leave without a single point. Let's watch what happens there. 2nd place, Birmingham, postponed against Stevenage. You've got to go down to Barnsley now in 4th, taking on Cambridge on the road. There's a good chance Barnsley takes something out of that game. And then we got an all-top 6 brilliant game. Stockport County, Wrexham AFC. Stockport in 6th, Wrexham in 3rd. Last time these guys played, it was 5-0 to Stockport County. And finally, top place, Wigan Wanderers. No game this weekend, postponed against Huddersfield. So there's all the games that you saw. Remember, press pause, go back, have a look. You'll see the games. Give yourself more time to think about it, yeah? Really, More time to think about it. But the only two in the top six taking on each other this weekend is this game. Stockport County, Wrexham AFC from Edgeley Park. They're normally pretty decent games. I'll say this much, though. With the recent form of Stockport, with the up and the down and the up and the down, the big high-scoring games, either side of the equation, a 5-0 loss or a 5-0 win, etc., doesn't do your confidence too much good. But the last game out, 5-0 over Bolton, as you're going to hear, that brings it back up. At home, you're going to hear about that too. But I got to say, it could go either way, this game. It could be a black eye. It could be a bloody nose, because the last game, Wrexham fans, if you've forgotten, don't look away. We need to remind ourselves how bad things can get. Now hard we need to play to stay with the guys at the top. Last time out against Stockport, Edgeley Park, this is what happened. So yeah, 5-0. They really took us to town. I tell you what, that was a fantastic performance by Stockport County. But Wrexham started that game so well. The first goal is going to be massive in this game. They say that for every game, but for this one particularly, Wrexham has got to come out and give a game. Like the form's been decent recently, and you would expect a result, maybe a draw. But at home, Stockport County can be quite malicious. Bolton Wanderers last game out 5-0. As you just saw in the highlights, 5-0 from over a year ago. Yeah, it can get rough. Now, last weekend, before we get to the prediction and a bit of game talk, last weekend I went to the Canadian Cup final. I got on the bus after I've had a few sherbets, because you've got to get warmed up for the game. It was a cold day, so I have to get warmed up, don't I? Anyway, I get on the bus. Now, I've never done the bus from the pub to the ground before. I've always taken my car or my van, or my bike to the stadium from the pub, because I don't drink too many. I only have one with the lads and the lassies, and then I go to the game. Well, this time I took the bus. It was an absolute bloody thrill. What a riot. I get on there, and like I say, I've had a couple of sherbets to keep me warm, remember? I get on the bus. There's a bus full of strangers. I don't know any of these people, apart from the guy I'm sitting next to. That's Dale, who you'll see in the video moving through. But I got to tell you, this is how you get a bus of strangers going. Take a look, have a laugh. If you want to see the whole video, I'll attach it at the end of this video. But take a look. This is how you warm up a bus load of fans when you're going to the game.
Rolling!
Go, Cav!
Come on, cavalry! Whoa! Let's summer! Whoa! Well, I did a little thing about an hour ago. Took a look around me, which way the wind blow. Hey! With a little girl in a Hollywood bungalow. Woo! Well, you was looking at the lady in the city of lights.
Coming into the ground to drop off the point. Yes, if you get to ride with me on the bus and you're going to a game, I tell you what, I liven it up, because it's all about passion. It's all about having a good time. And, mate, wouldn't you want to have a laugh? Really? I mean, don't sit on your hands. If you come to a game with me, I will take your hands from under your ass and make you stand up and have a good time, take you into the ultras, bury you in with the smoke, take you at half-time, make you have a couple of liquid pops to make you happy, and get you back in there quick. Come with me to a game. I'll tell you what, we'd have such a riot. I tell you, we would. Anyway, prediction for this game. Here's the video. Let's get into it. Let's go take a look at it. Let's chew it up. Let's see where we go. So, the prediction in my mind, and Edgeley Park is where it's coming off. Stockport fans, you might not agree. Wrexham fans, you might not agree. But this is what I've got. And remember, guys, or do you remember the last time these two guys played? Well, it was 23rd of September, 2023. And it was a big 5-0 shellacking. Yes, we all remember that. But hey, remember, Stockport were the champions last year. Thus, that scoreline stands good. Now, this time around, it could happen again. It really could. And it could go both ways with the roller coaster form of Stockport recently. But what I'm seeing is a very tight game. And that's what I'm seeing is a 2-1 win for Stockport on the day. It has a draw written all over it. And should Wrexham keep bringing the great form they've recently had, it might well, in fact, turn into that 2-1 win. But there's a few more results recently from what's gone on between these two teams. It's tight all the way, yeah? It's tight all the way. And if you want to know what their head-to-head is between these two guys, I'll tell you right now. 48 times Stockport's won, 21 draws, and 37 times the Wrexham have taken home the win. So, let's get back on screen. Yes, so that's what I'm thinking. Go with that. Don't mean to piss anybody off. But looking at the game, got a couple of notes for you. We're going to go to the board. This is what I've compiled. Stockport fans, this is what we do each week. Wrexham fans know all about it. And big up to everybody tuning in. Remember, like and subscribe. Please help us get to 2,000 subscribers before the new year. That is the goal. If we can make that happen and you can help us, I'd be such a happy guy. And I tell you what, we're not monetized. We don't do this for money. No money changes hands here. A few people have written in and said, oh, you're making money. No, I don't do this for money. I do this for us. So we got a channel, and every fan that plays against Wrexham's got 2 pre-games. Remember that, Stockport fan? You get 2 pre-games per season. Jump in, like, subscribe, be a friend. Be a friend. We're all in this together. Now, Dave Challoner taking on Phil Parkinson. Challoner 54% all-time with Stockport County since November 2021. Decent coach. And you got to say, he is Stockport County, as is Phil Parkinson on 61%. Been with Wrexham AFC since July 2021. So Phil has been in his job slightly longer. Now, looking at Wrexham going on the board again. This time last year, Wrexham were 3rd in League 2, yeah? They just had a 2-1 away win against Sutton United. Now, they're 3rd again, a league higher. So from 3rd to 3rd, one season later, and now they're on 28 points, I should say, after 14 rounds. So things are looking good for Wrexham. Last game away was a 2-2 draw against Charlton, which, let's face it, it should have turned into a victory, but late penalty. Referee thought it was, and you got to say the referee's right, even if you think he's not. Wrexham unbeaten in the last 5, and you got to say the form is good. There's been a few worries about the road form being 2-3-2 overall, 2 wins, 3 draws, 2 losses, 6 goals for, 6 against, 0-0, yeah? But you got to say 9 points from 21, 42% on the road. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. When you consider that's 7 games, but only 2 wins. This needs to be number 3 for Wrexham to keep the pressure on and keep moving up and challenging Birmingham, who are inactive this weekend, as are Wycombe Wanderers. Time to close the gap. And psychologically, when you close the points, it makes a lot of difference, yeah? But again, unbeaten in the last 5. That's pretty hefty. Wrexham's going to have to hit the green, play with confidence, play with bravery, but also a fear of losing needs to be effervescent in everything they do on this game. The fear of losing and dropping down the standings, because right now, teams are closing in, yeah? But again, this time last year, 3rd in League 2. Now, a year later, 3rd in League 1. Damn good. Damn good. So if you are down any certain way, Wrexham fan, you need to be riding a high, because this is damn good. But again, every man to the pumps, because a loss is a real and present danger. Let's take a look at our friends and our hosts, Stockport County. So, Stockport County, this time last year, 1st in League 2, and that was after a 2-0 win against Crewe Alexandra. So, 1st last year, this time of the year. One thing I'm going to say, these 2 teams, boss in League 2, now boss in League 1, ask yourself, do you see promotion in any way, auto or playoffs, for both these teams? Because, frankly, we're approaching halfway in this season, and you've hit every team. It's going to be a kind of a good guide, a real good guide to tell you where your team actually is, yeah? But now in 2024, Stockport 6th in the league on 24 points after 14 rounds. So they're 4 points behind the Wrexham. Home form is decent. 4 wins, 1 draw, 2 losses. The goal scoring, 14 scored, 10 against, plus 4. That's 13 points for 21. 61% points at home. Satisfactory. but I think it needs to come up. They've done well all season, only 3 losses on the season, yeah? A massive amount of draws midway through. And recently, the win-loss, going backwards fashion. Loss, win, draw kind of thing. 2-2, 1 in the last 5. They're a decent team. Last game, though, against Bolton 5-0, that was coming back off a shellacking on the road when they lost heavily. They came back to win heavily against Bolton. Are they going to win heavily again against Wrexham? Because let's face it, Bolton gave us a tough time. Talking Wrexham now, Bolton gave Wrexham a tough game on the road a few weeks back. And Stockport County thrash them 5-0. Think about that for a second. Clean sheets, and the last game for Bolton, that was it. That was the last clean sheet. The danger men now. The danger men. One of these guys I really like. And I said in the pre-season, if Wrexham could get the lure and reel this guy in, they should. Louis Barry. Love the guy. 10 goals on the season already. I tell you what, I can't get enough of this kid. And I'm looking forward to the game. He's worth the price of admission. He really is. So let's face it this much. Wrexham defence, Rob Layton in goal, I'm saying. You're going to have to watch this guy. Don't give him any room. He's a goal machine. Carl Wooten as well on 6 as well. Another little goal machine at the moment, you know. He can make it happen. And then you've got to say Collar and Olafi, 2 goals apiece. So there's your danger men, Stockport danger men, Wrexham fans, that can get it done. But recently, like I say, it's been roller coaster form the last few games. Stockport fans, you know what I'm saying. But eventually, you have to say in this one, Stockport County has to be the favourite to win. Albeit with the decent form that Wrexham's had. For Wrexham to get a result here, it's a flat day from Challengers boys, and it's a big up positive day from Parkinson's guys. Let's see what happens. So to either sets of fans and to everybody worldwide, I say this much. If you don't have the game on TV, get it. Go to the iFollow app. It's well worth it. Well worth it. And that's how I stay in touch with a lot of the games when I need the TV, is on the iApp. It's brilliant. It really is. Is it going to be one-sided? Is it going to be a 5-0? Is it going to be worse? Are Wrexham going to go in there and blitz the place and come out 3-0 winners? Well, you heard what I said in the prediction. I really feel Stockport is the big team in this one to win it. There's 2 big teams, obviously, but I feel that Challengers boys have to be the favourites to take the points. But will they? And that's the case. Will they? For Wrexham, every man firing, otherwise a possible loss on the road at the wrong time. So, my friend, get ready. Saturday, it's going to be a massive game. It's Stockport. It's Wrexham. It's Edgeley Park. Let's have it. Cheers.